all I felt was boom, and I'm on the floor, and I'm like, I've woken up, and I'm just seeing these two guys running, and then loads of people around me going, what's just happened? What's just happened?
Now, Tom, it's all been fairly positive. Got a little negative I want to bring up. Right? You came on, but many, many moons ago, you told us when you was growing up, you got attacked. Was that in Bradford?
Bedford.
Bedford, that's the one. I see all over your socials, happened again.
Yeah, happened in New York, yeah.
Can we talk about it?
Yeah, of course. I was in New York, did a show, and I was with my manager, and all my friends had come to New York, and we were walking to the pub to meet them. They were all smashed.
Was this in Manhattan?
Yeah, it was in like the east side. I don't really know New York like that.
Okay, yeah.
But did a show, went to see my friends. They were all smashed. We were like, oh, we'll go back to the hotel. And then me and my manager were like, we'll have one drink in this place. Had a drink, got a drink, went outside. We were chatting to people. And then this geezer came over to me. My manager, his name's Matt, out in America.
Yeah.
And he was having a drink, chatting. And I was having a drink, chatting. But I had our backs to each other. But I was chatting to this random geezer. And he was like...
Was this guy already in the pub?
No, he was outside. We were outside.
Oh, right.
Yeah. We were chatting, and he was chatting some mental stuff. And I was like, I was in New York, and I was like, this is interesting, but I'll carry on, like, chatting. And he was like, yo, man, you ever had a go on one of these? Like that. And he pulled out this, like, crack pipe. And I was like, oh, you're a crackhead. Like, and I was like, oh, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, mate, well, move on. Move on, yeah. I had like $200 in my pocket, and I had my vape in my pocket. So I went for my vape, pulled out my vape, and that $200 must have been like on show or something. And I've never been knocked out in my life, ever. And all I felt was boom, and I'm on the floor, and I'm like, I've woken up, and I'm just seeing these two guys running. And then loads of people around me going, what's just happened? What's just happened? And I was like, boom, got up. And I was like, this ain't happened to me again. It's not happened to me again. So I ran down the street, and I'm like, you fucking this and that, giving it massive, like I'd do anything anyway.
Yeah.
But I had adrenaline in me, and the guy who hit me, he turned around, and he, like, I didn't see anything.
Yeah.
But he's like, I'll fucking shoot you, man. Like that, yeah.
No.
Like, yeah. And I was like, but this was like a good 100 meters away, yeah?
Yeah.
And then I was like, hit me that I weren't in England. I had no friends about. My manager, Matt, at the time, like, he's a big guy, so like, I outpaced him straight away. And I'm now in New York, in like, which felt like the ghetto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just at night time, did you say?
Yeah. And I was like, I'm fucked here. They'd run off. The geezers had run off, and I wasn't. I wouldn't have done anything, but it's like I was ready to fight, and I was like, in my mind, I was like, this ain't happened to me again. But thankfully, like, nothing happened, because I don't know, over there you could definitely be shot and killed, and and
that happens
for what?
every day over there.
Exactly. So, and then I realised I was like on my own in New York, and I thought, oh my god. Then shock happened, and then had to go into a radio station the next morning. I hadn't really slept. I had to like, mate, it was just ag. It was long, and then like obviously, then I had to like tell the radio stations. I was like, I can't do this, and this is the reason why. I know, like, well, you have to report this. So then I had to report it. Then I had to go onto the news, and it went all a bit nuts.
Were you quite badly hurt from it, or?
I popped my burst my eardrum, so like I couldn't hear. I was really like wobbly on my feet, because when you hit
your balance.
Yeah, your balance. But all I was worried about was my jaw, because obviously that's broke before. So I was like, I've definitely like broke my jaw again, but I hadn't. So, which was sound, and then just got hit with a hefty bill, because I had to go to the doctors, innit, over there. Yeah.
Does insurance not cover stuff like that?
No, and I don't think I had to have like scans and all sorts. So
wow.
What was the bill?
I don't know, but it was expensive. Yeah.
It's crazy how that works over there, isn't it?
Mate,
So lucky to have the NHS.
So lucky to have the NHS.
Did you manage to continue your shows after that?
Yeah, I didn't. I cancelled one show, I think.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Just straight back to it then.
And then got straight back into it. But they were rough shows, man.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet. So did they? Because it was just like a random crackhead.
Yeah.
They never caught who they did.
No, I don't know. And like, to be honest with you, I just said because I had to go to a police station and that, which was long anyway.
Yeah.
I didn't really want to.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't even want to know about anything, whether you catch him or not, whatever. But
did he rob you? Did he take stuff off you then?
yeah, the money.
Oh, he took the money.
Yeah.
He actually got it.
Yeah.
But he didn't take the bag. He just took the money out of the bag.
There was no bag. It was like loose cash in my pocket.
Oh.
Yeah. So in my pocket, I had the vape and loose cash.
Oh, right.
And I'd never been knocked out before. And whilst I was down, he must have just swiped the money and gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because you'd kind of like, you were a bit separated from the group at that point.
Yeah, I was like in a doorway, mate, just flopped over.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Christ. So none of your lot actually see it happen.
Mate, it was so quick. Like, all of a sudden I was on the floor and Matt went, "What are you doing on the floor?" Like that. And then everybody started screaming. And he was like, "What the fuck's happened?" And then I bolted out.
Wow.
Yeah, so madness.
America's a scary place.
Yeah.
A scary
Has that
place.
put you off going back?
Nah, man. Nah, not at all. Like, I think for me, like, don't know, it's one for the book, innit?
Another story.
One for a podcast.
Story. Exactly.
Yeah, when we saw it, we went brilliant. Right. Talked to him about that.
Glad he's okay.
Yeah, nah. I'm looking forward to getting back to America, to be honest with you.
What do you make of New York?
Didn't really get to spend time in it.
No. Have you checked out Central Park?
No. I know.
Best.
Apparently it's unbelievable, yeah.
Fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Fee went at Christmas time last
Yeah.
year. It's like, I'm a big fan of Christmas. Like,
Same, love Christmas.
And it was like the most.
Home Alone.
You and your missus need to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grealish did it, didn't he? Took his missus there and went to all the different Home Alone things and was like buzzing about it. Yeah. It don't matter how old you are.
No.
Those
films and
and
I don't know, it's like a bit like the football thing, nostalgia and
Yeah.
all that.
Have you seen Joker with Joaquin Phoenix? So
Staircase.
Yeah, so I love that film, and we went to the staircase.
Oh, I think I've seen that picture actually.
Yeah, and when we went there, the taxi driver was like, "Why are you going to the Bronx?" And I was like, "Don't know, is that bad?" He was like, "Yeah, it's bad." And so I started Googling it on my phone, and they were like, the people, and I get it as well. I completely get it, because there's all these like sort of like poorer people that live around these steps, and then you have all these fucking posh rich tourists come in and start taking photos on their steps, right?
Yeah.
Which I hadn't really considered until I was on the way there.
Right.
And the guy was like, "Yeah, they fucking hate it."
Really?
And then
Still took the photo though.
Still took the photo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, when I got there though, I was shitting myself.
Well,
yeah, because it was just like people carrying all their belongings and that, just walking past, just looking at me.
Yeah.
Me and Fee just sort of stood there sheepishly for about 20 minutes, then went, "Hey, come on!"
Yeah, it's a mad, crazy place, America, man.